Welcome to Nerdities. Bitches.
Hey there, hi there, ho there. Who's ready to look back at the heyday of Marvel Fox movie? You know what? No. I'm going to put some energy behind my voice, because there were some good moments there. Hi, I'm Mike.
I'm Justin.
I'm Pat Pinciatti.
I don't even know what that is.
I'm Joe.
Hey there, ho there. It's that 70s show.
Oh, Bab. Hey, Bab.
Pat Pinciatti.
Hey, Bab.
Calm in.
During their time making... Stepped on that one. During their time making movies over at Fox, there was 21 different titles.
It's really that many?
There's really that many. And more than half of them are X-Men. Or mutant-related. So, question being, do we start with the other... Yeah.
Well, towards the tail end, it got very meh.
Oh, it got very... Yeah, no, but I mean, like, non-mutant stuff. Get all that out of the way, and see how much we can get into the mutant verse before we cut this off. Because we've already said we're not doing all 21, right? That's a bridge too far.
I mean, It depends on how fast we go through them, honestly.
Alright, let's stop.
Some of these, I'm sure, are going to be real fucking quick.
Yeah, especially that last one.
Hey, you know what? Remember how we did the MCU retrospective, and I had a very number-based, emotionally driven system? Fuck it. I am Wyatt Earping right now. I'm shooting from the hip.
Woo!
Yeah.
I will probably use the parameters I have.
That asteroid really is going to fucking hit us in 8 years.
Mm-hmm. Make sure I'll probably refer back to that same shit again, but I didn't put nearly as much effort into these movies because they weren't nearly as good. All right. Pretty much alphabetical order here until we get to the X's. Daredevil, starring one Benjamin Affleck and his wife-to-be.
At the time.
And the late, great Michael Clark Duncan.
Yes.
Props to and Jon Favreau.
Yes.
He was foggy.
He was definitely foggy in that. The
Joey-
whole thing was pretty foggy.
Joey
It
Pants was up in there, wasn't he?
Joey who? Joey Pants. Case Middles.
Yep.
Kevin Smith was in that.
That's right, one scene.
Yeah.
Let's start throwing out numbers, though. I came out of the theater a bit happy, and then I watched it again, and it was that joy of seeing a character you never thought was going to be on the silver screen. It will put a smile on my face. But upon further review, I'd say this thing gets about a 55.
Wow.
It is not as good, it's not as kind to the source material as it could be. Looks like crap. Sounds like crap. Fuck like crap.
Do you remember when we watched the director's cut of this for Nerdities?
We did that. Wow, that's another thing I blocked.
Uh-huh.
Is that a commentary?
Hmm?
Okay.
It was one of the famous commentaries where we, like, abruptly stopped it. And we were just like, I can't fucking do this.
Oh, we Ninja Turtle 3'd that one? I didn't think we'd ever done that again.
I think we played it out till about the end.
Okay, like when we knew what was coming, we gave you enough, they gave you an hour and a half here, this is all you're getting from us kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not much better than the original.
Alright. I love me some Ben Affleck, right?
No.
Not alright, or... No, he doesn't.
Both.
He's the bomb in Phantoms, yo.
Word.
He is.
Sounds like a motherfucker.
Have you ever actually seen that movie?
Yeah, it's pretty...
Yes.
Yeah, Phantoms is a pretty fucking cool movie.
Pretty
I know. I was
fucking...
gonna watch it recently because I was like, I gotta know why that was a line in a movie. But I forget why I never watched it.
Were you trying to set up, like, it sucked? You guys haven't even seen it, you suck. Ah, shit, they've seen it. Well, it's not that important.
Yeah, no, I was about to shoot from the hip.
Is easy one of his top 5 movies.
Mm-hmm. Dude, the dog in that movie's fucking freaky.
I know,
The
right?
whole concept is pretty great.
But that was when he was young and hungry and he had to act. Now he's like...
Old and hungry and has to act to pay
That was gotta
alimony.
keep his mind off of drinking and gambling.
Yeah, and one of his wives.
Yeah.
Mm.
All
And
right.
whoever Hollywood tells him to marry next. You're going back to J-Lo, Ben?
Dude,
Fuck.
the accountant was pretty solid. I keep saying
I
that.
heard.
But anyway, let's get some numbers.
Okay. I like Ben Affleck. I like Jay Garn, but not in that role at all.
Get to that later.
I'll give it a 60 only because that soundtrack was fucking incredible.
That had Evanescence, right?
Wake me up.
Yeah, bro. They had 2 Evanescence jams up on that bitch. They had the full song that they would use for Kane. Slow Chemical. Yeah. And that song was on that motherfucker.
Let's not deny the early 2000s had some incredible soundtracks. Late 90s,
true.
early 2000s. Through the 90s into the 2000s had some incredible soundtracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll give it a 60.
60. Vincenzo?
I forget that movie so much. I remember him, like, beat up in a church.
That's how it starts and ends.
Michael Clark Duncan cracks his knuckles. That play fight scene with Jennifer Gardner.
Yeah, that's...
That was nice.
So we can all agree Colin Farrell was the fucking highlight of that movie, right, though?
Really was.
Yeah, he
He was
brings
the
it.
one. He was the one I wanted to see come back in a costume. I really did.
Yeah. Because that was his line. I want a costume. Even though he had a leather jacket.
Yeah.
He had a leather duster on. That's your costume, bro. You're it.
Yeah. That and a burn mark on your head. That's all you need.
Did he make an old lady choke on like a kernel or something like that?
Killed someone with a peanut.
I think it was a peanut, yeah.
Airline peanut. Flick that shit.
He was freaking out in the airplane. He's like, yeah.
Yeah. That was like a scene out of Airplane. I might have done it too if I had those skills. Killed the guy with a paperclip. Couple.
Yeah.
But number.
37.
Yikes.
I think that's still fair.
I'm not saying it's wrong. That was a yipes of wow, this is how bad this movie's doing.
Yeah, this movie was not good. I'm giving it a 46.
Well, I'll tell you why. A 37 because Michael Clark Duncan, I thought he was a great choice as Kingpin.
Oh, yeah.
I think you can all agree there. Like, he was the choice.
Here's my question. They make that version of Daredevil now, and they cast Michael Clark Duncan as fucking Kingpin again. We're sitting in a very different climate right now.
I know.
People would boycott that fucking movie like a motherfucker.
He's such a good actor. That's
I don't
like,
think they boycott it.
no, he's
Yes,
such a good
yes,
actor.
they
If you
would.
cut him out for Vincent D'Onofrio, then yeah, you got a problem. Because people like that dude. But like, if it just stayed, he's Kingpin.
No,
Nobody would care.
they care because it's the same reason they care about everything else. That character's white.
So, you're
Character's
saying,
white,
like,
bro.
Michael Clark Duncan was like the Netflix series. They made him Kingpin from then on.
People would still be fucking bitchy about it because the character's white. I love him as a character. I have no problem with race, gender swapping characters at all.
No,
It's done right though. Like, he was done. I don't think I heard anyone complain like, "Oh, that's a white guy." Everyone goes, "No, that's Kingpin."
The point
Obviously.
the point I'm trying to make. People were much more tolerant when that fucking movie was made compared to right now.
Yeah, right now they'd be shitting themselves.
You're also factoring in Twitter bots who aren't real people and shit talking trolls who, again, they're not real
No,
people.
you're
They
right.
just say shit. And also you have to remember too, like, you have studios. Instead of saying the movie sucked, they would have been like, "Oh, people were just mad because we got a black guy to be Kingpin." Instead of just saying, "No, the movie sucked." Own it. It just sucked. There's a bunch of different elements. I don't think you're necessarily wrong, but there's a lot of elements now with movies and shit.
So, in the interest of moving things along, 51.
Woo!
That's high. That's high.
Didn't expect it to get that much, and I don't expect the next one to do
I
better.
feel like if we printed this document out, that would be redacted. We wouldn't even show it.
I fucking agree with Vinny.
I'm not ashamed of that number. I'm actually surprised. I didn't think it would get that high.
A point away from just dead center.
Mm-hmm. The height of mediocrity.
Well, it can only go uphill from here, right?
No, it can't. Next in line would be Elektra, a film so off-putting I never watched it.
Oh, this is the only movie I've ever fucking walked out of in the middle of in a movie theater.
So I will say 30. 30 comes to mind, and I'll just get that out of the way. I based on other people's opinions of it, is all I can give.
5.
I've never seen it.
The only reason it's even getting 5 is because they introduced some cool ass characters, but the execution of all of them were fucking horrendous.
First time we saw Stick, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Vinny.
I don't remember. I know I put it on once. 7? What's it about?
An assassin, with giant air quotes, assassin, that comes back from the dead to try and make 20th Century Fox money.
Oh, sick. Well, they tried.
Oh my
A
God.
lot of people worked really hard on that movie, and people don't understand.
I mean, they were the best crew. They were so great. They were so dedicated.
You know what? People just didn't get it. That's what it was.
We were a little ahead of our time.
The movie was bad, not the production.
We were very ambitious, and I guess, people weren't ready for it.
Yeah.
Joe, say a number.
5. I've never seen it, and I just heard it was terrible.
Wow.
You're being generous then if you've never subjected
I
yourself.
gave a second high score on that.
We eventually got good Elektra.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
she was
eventually got
dying.
good Daredevil too.
Yeah.
Hello, love. I'm Electra. I got size.
Season 2 of
Yeah,
Daredevil.
that's how she would sound.
Awesome.
So,
She was the best.
she was.
I love her. Are they bringing her back?
Not that we know of, but
Probably.
there's always room.
You never know.
What was
Plenty of room.
what's the grand total on that one?
11.75.
Nice.
Woohoo!
Is that the lowest score we ever gave a movie?
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing in the MCU got that low.
No. All right. For keeping this alphabeticalized, Fantastic Four.
The Ian Griffith.
Yes, the Michael Chiklis, Jessica Alba.
Okay.
Oh, what's his name? Who is it? Oh, I can't remember. Captain something. Yeah, the Chris Evans one.
Okay. Good. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I am going to book. Yeah, two away though. We're 2 away from a different one. This gets like a 75 from me. It gets shit on by a lot of people, but it's got some. I enjoy a lot of it. It's another one of those movies that right up until the end, it does a lot of things right, and then just kind of in the last few minutes.
I will give it a 70 because this was actually fun.
Yeah,
This was a fun movie.
the family dynamic was right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not everything about it was great, but they knew who the characters were, and everyone landed the characters.
Yeah. I agree.
And Kerry Washington makes everything better.
Of course. Fucking Carrie's Washingtons.
Vincent.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who fucking Kerry Washington is?
No, it's
No,
is
you
that a
got-
singer?
Django Unchained.
You
She was the
you-
chick that
yeah.
Django was trying to save.
Oh, she was the blind chick.
No, that she wasn't black. She was the house slave in that
No,
movie.
he's
No,
talking
no,
about
in
in
the-
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, Fantastic
yeah,
blind
yeah,
chick.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I do remember her now.
Yeah.
Because the way she sees is by touching things. She felt him rock hard, and she was
It
like,
wasn't before.
yeah, she was like, oh yeah, I like me some of that.
The strong silent type. Huh?
Yeah, break me off some of that. What you got going on there, brother?
It's just stone. It feels like foam.
I don't know. It wasn't awful. I'll give it like a 60. I think I've seen it only once. It was one of those movies I wanted to like.
Are we gonna give it a 74? I enjoyed Fantastic Four. I was entertained.
74.
It wasn't great, looking back at it now, it wasn't like mind blowing. It was entertaining.
Yeah. It falls under fun.
Yeah.
Great number. Great number for it to come out.
69.
0.75, but yeah, we got 69 in there. That's great.
Nice. Anything with Jessica Alba and a 69? I'm in.
That's a win.
Babe, earmuff it.
Now, let's not forget, that movie did well enough that they brought the director and all 5 main stars, 6, because apparently Doom had to come back too, for Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, which, another one I wanted to love. Holy shit, we're getting a Silver Surfer. He looks great. Oh, he's voiced by Morpheus. Not bad. But then our Galactus wasn't the Galactus that we should get.
He was V'ger.
He was Ultimate Universe Galactus. It's exactly what he was from that version of the comic, and it's not what the nerds wanted. So this, I'm going to go down to 60, because it's not horrendous. And it's a lot sloppier than the first one.
I will second that 60, only because it still maintained the family dynamic that worked really well. And it got a little bit more money for Budge.
Mm. The power swapping gimmick alone, when Johnny got messed with by the surfer, that was fun gimmicks.
Yeah.
Fun gags in there. Do you remember that one at all, then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another one I want to love, Morpheus. By the way, the guy that got to play Doom, underrated. That guy was good.
He's good, but I agree with Justin's take on it. It should have been a European guy. I don't like American Doom, which is why I'm concerned about Robert Downey Jr. playing him. I mean, he can do accents well, but something tells me he's not gonna. Number, please.
Anyway, 53.
53?
53.
Just to shake things up.
Stroked out.
I feel like Joe's going to be more kind to this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the 60 also. I'm going to go with I wanted to like it. Galactus killed it because that was awful. It wasn't a great story. It was still, semi-entertaining, but not as good as the first one. Not as fun as the first one.
Yeah. It felt like ticking off boxes sometimes.
Yeah.
Not quite as good as the first one, as we all just stated. So its score wasn't going to be as good as the first one. 58.25.
Okay, fair.
Not quite passing, but we were all being very honest and being very accurate. Now, finally, the crap has come to nerdities. Fant Forstick, and I shall not call it anything but Fant Forstick, because they made the boneheaded decision to advertise it as Fant Forstick. Ever shall it be.
Really?
There was no advertising, no version of it that had anything but FANT for stick.
Well, that's just clever.
Yeah. No one at the time was doing that.
No, someone's mom out there is just going, well, that's just unique and thinking outside the box.
Honey, look at this. They put a 4 in there where an A was. I didn't see that coming. I think we have to see this picture film.
Wow. I'll be honest with you, I never saw it.
You don't need to.
No, you don't.
I like the cast.
Do you?
I like what's his face.
You like Miles Teller?
I like Miles Teller. I like Michael B. Jordan.
That's true, Michael
just
B.
don't-
I tried to
I
block
just don't
out
like,
Michael B. Jordan was in it.
Huh? Say what?
I said, I forgot. I keep trying to block that he was in it.
Yeah.
That he was underutilized in it?
Yeah.
That was
Fucking so underused in that fucking movie. Especially for the character he was fucking playing.
Yeah. Could have done a great job with him under someone else's tutelage. I'm gonna go, and this is being kind. I'm gonna go with 20.
I think that is being kind.
That is being kind.
He had a vision. He wanted to do something, and it was the first time we got a true take on the Ultimate Fantastic Four. That was the origin he pulled from, and those elements I always loved. But so much of it makes no fucking sense. Why didn't Ben go to the fucking Baxter building with him? Ben helped him build the fucking thing. Why would you kick him? For story reasons alone, why wouldn't you keep him there the whole movie?
So, like, my biggest problem with this was that trailer was great. Our first trailer, I was like, okay. Ultimate
Was that
FF.
another one where they changed a bunch of shit from the trailer and it never made it in the film?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So, you get Ultimate, like, alright, cool, we're going to get the Ultimate FF. And then, the movie comes. And I watch it. And I'm like, oh, this is suffering from fucking Chris Nolan syndrome.
It was too serious for its own good.
Especially those fucking characters. Like, Reed can be serious, and Sue can be serious. Ben has moments. Johnny's a fucking goofball.
Yeah. The changes they made to those characters for the Ultimate Universe worked well enough, and they didn't adopt enough of them.
No.
They really pushed Reed's kind of autistic side.
Yeah.
They really pushed Sue's wanting to be the mother of the group, and Johnny's goofiness, and Ben's isolation, but they completely botched it coming into this movie. So,
It's getting an Electra 5.
I thought you were going to go for 4.
No, because I can't score it lower than a movie I fucking walked out of. Maybe. I shouldn't say that. I'm sure something might come up that potentially could be worse.
On this list, maybe. Vinny, did you say you didn't see this one, right?
Yeah, I'll just give it whatever you guys averaged out to.
If you want to split the difference, I think it would be like 15.
Okay.
That's still being kind.
Yeah. 12.5. He gets a 12.5 out of mercy. Joe, skew it back down, because based on that last statement, you're not going high.
No. So this was one of those few movies I turned off like 5 minutes into it because I couldn't even hate watch this movie. Like I trekked through Madam Web. I trekked through one of the last ones on this list, and I couldn't make it through 5 minutes of this movie. It gets a 0 for me.
Wow.
It gets an absolute 0.
That's cruel.
I couldn't take it. I really couldn't. It was awful.
Okay.
And it sucked because Miles Teller is a great actor. Michael B. Jordan is a great actor. It just failed at everything.
Hey, remember when we were all aghast that, like, holy shit, Electra got an 11.75? We've never gone that low. We were like, holy shit, will anything ever beat that? Will something beat that in less than 10 minutes from now? Yes, something beat that less than 10 minutes from that point with a 9.375. Didn't even technically break double digits.
Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have a weird feeling this next one is going to score better than that. It shouldn't. It really shouldn't. By my estimations, Ghost Rider star Nicolas Cage was a turd.
See, this is where some shit's gonna get shaken up.
Such a turd.
Go ahead and score it.
Between his stupid stunt riding to try and impress the girl that he ditched 20 years ago, and the fact that 70-year-old Nicolas Cage was supposed to look like a 35-year-old, just put a bunch of spray tan on him.
I love
Make him
Eva
work out a lot
Mendes,
and put a
though.
bunch of spray tan on him. And make him Nick Cage out every time he wants to fucking ghost ride. This gets, for Sam Elliott's and Eva Mendes, they each get 10 points from me, so it gets a 20.
What was that?
20.
Man,
2 and a 0.
I'm gonna give it a 50.
Going by you.
I don't know why, because I don't usually do this with movies where like I have a roadkill movie where I'm just like, I know I shouldn't like it as much as I do. I really fucking kind of love it. And that's this one for me. And fun fact, I like this more than I like the fucking sequel, even though the sequel is somewhat of a better movie.
Yeah, don't take away my thunder. That's basically going to be my my pitch in a couple minutes. Did you say 50? You're sticking with 50?
Yeah.
5-0. All right.
What is this?
Ghost Rider, starring Nicolas Cage. I have to do
Never
it.
seen it.
Yes,
Where the
yeah.
fuck have you been for the last 10 minutes?
I was looking at Joe gently masturbate his Pez dispenser.
It's
He's
Mickey
being
Mouse.
very gentle with it. The
Oh, yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Is that Chuck E. Cheese or is that like
That's Mickey
knockoff?
Mouse.
It's Charlie Cheddar, a knockoff.
Charles Shitar.
No, it's, what, like 50th anniversary, Mickey?
Yeah, I think
the hundo.
I watched
Hundo.
the first 10-15
You
minutes.
took it out of its
Ghost Rider.
packaging?
What?
You took it out of its packaging?
Dude, I fucking love Pez.
You fucking heathen.
Then you buy a thing of refills and just eat the refills by not putting in the Pez dispenser, like everyone ever does.
Yeah, too much work.
Mm-hmm. Fuck is the point? So you got a few minutes into this one?
I think the guy that was in Gotham, he's in it, right? Bullock, I think Harvey Bullock,
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
the
Donald Logue.
partner.
Donald
Yeah.
Logue. He was so great in Blade. We gotta get him in this.
I know, right? He was great in Blade. I was just watching that last night. Yeah, I don't know. 22. Not good. That was when I was falling out of love with Nicolas Cage. I'm like, I just can't do it anymore. He's back now, though.
First Face Off, now this. Come on.
I liked Face Off. I think it was National Treasure was where I was like, I don't know. I like that. I like that, though.
Oh, the face rub thingy? The creepy face rub.
Megan, she gets home from work, and I hide behind the wall, and as soon as she gets in, I go, hey. She loves it.
Creepy face
Absolutely
rub.
loves it. She melts.
I don't believe that at all.
Into a ball of rage.
Yeah, she doesn't drop all her shit and say, what the fuck is wrong with you? She doesn't do that.
Pure love. Joe, did you get through all this one?
I did. It did suck, though. 34.
34.
Sorry, guys.
Enough.
The only thing I could give to the 34 is it's Ghost Rider. That's it.
This is not enough for me. It's far from enough for me. 31.5.
I got bad news about the second one. I never even turned it on. Never even thought about it. I thought about watching the Fantastic Four. I think I fell asleep. I might have fallen asleep to it once. But the Miles Teller one. But this one, I was just like, I don't even know why you're making the second one.
I have to remember the second
Sorry to
one.
jump ahead.
It's a well, no, that's actually a perfect setup because that's right where we're going. I'm not gonna say I like it. I'm not gonna say I love it, but for a movie that I want to look exactly how much it cost, because When you say shoestring budget, I think they might have literally used shoestrings.
$57 million.
$57 million for it?
For the second one, yeah.
Okay.
And they paid Nick Cage $56.
Well, you got
Really,
it.
what?
Idris Elba was in that movie.
He was. Christopher Lambert was in it.
Idris Elba was in that movie.
I think Syrian Kynes was in it. The first time he played a crappy superhero villain.
Was this the one with the cold guy or something?
Well,
Or
that was the first one. That was the first one.
Well, the second one was, it was the devil again. It was Mephisto, but a different guy playing Mephisto. And his son was on Earth, and he had to put his soul into his son to become the Antichrist himself. And the plot sucked, but it was a lot more hardcore. I'm pretty sure it was R-rated.
Oh, he wanted to put himself in his son's soul?
PG-13.
All right.
He says PG-13.
I don't remember Ghost Rider 2 at all.
You
It was all
and
right.
a lot of other people.
Spirit of Vengeance. I know the name.
Yeah.
Not going to get much more than the other one, though. 35 out of me. It's got a 35.
10.
I'm going to give it a 4 because I like the number 3 and I don't like that movie.
It gets penalty points because of using Ghost Riders in the sky.
Wait, isn't that in the first one, too?
No.
That's not what they play when Sam Elliott jumps on his horse and rides away.
Oh, am I still... is that not the second one? I thought the second
that's
one has the
first
same
one.
thing.
Sam Elliott's not in the second one.
Oh, shit. All right, well, yeah. The points for not using Ghost Riders.
Points for not, but it still gets 10.
Yes.
Okay. Don't know if I agree with that math, but hey.
Welcome to my crazy world. It's so cold down here.
Did you see it at all, Joe?
I did, I just don't remember it, so I'm going to give it a 7. Because I don't really remember it. It was... I remember watching... I remember going, I'm going to watch Ghost Rider 2.
I am happy...
Retained nothing.
I am happy Kyle's not on this episode. He would be so fucking angry with the scores we're giving shit.
What the fuck do you mean?
He's like, listen, I knew there was 21 movies, so I have 21 different scores because I can't give the same movie the same scores.
I will never understand that. Well, every movie's different, so no, they can't all have the same. Yes, they can.
Yes, they can, Kyle.
That's when you get into decimals.
That's Kyle logic, man.
Fucking OCD. We all have it. That's where his shines.
Yeah. Motherfucker took the whole Dewey Decimal System to heart.
Took it into his head.
Yeah.
If anyone's interested to know, 15.5. Half as good as the first Ghost Rider movie somehow.
We are beating these fucking Fox movies.
Okay, that's about to change.
Okay.
Because we got through
Hopefully.
the trailer.
Don't fucking...
No, there's worse. There's bad movies coming,
Don't
too.
count
it's
your
good.
hatches before they chicken, Mike.
It will change. I'm not saying it's going to stay changed, but we will see higher numbers, I'm guessing. Because next up, and I'm not going in alphabetical order anymore, I'm going in release order from this point, is the X-Men movies. Unless I've forgotten something not X-related or not mutant.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah.
Was Blade?
New Line Cinema.
Oh, okay.
Yep. 100% Lionsgate. And Hulk was Universal.
Right. That one I know.
Fuck yeah. They'll get their own shit show one day. Don't you worry. All right. X-Men. Loved it at the time. Doing backflips that it even existed. So fucking great. You watch it again after years and years of
I was going to say,
changes.
how recently have you guys watched this?
Within the last year.
Okay. Same for Ashley and I.
It's not great.
No.
It is not even a little bit.
But it's seminal for me. That's why it gets a 75.
Oh, that's so nice. That's so fucking nice.
It gave us Hugh Jackman. It gave us the Professor X we wanted. All the actors were strong. It was just the effects weren't It'd be great. And the plot.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna need you to walk back a statement for a second. Did you
Which
say
one?
all the actors were great?
Yeah.
All the actors.
Yeah. The dialogue, they said, no. Wait, which one was shit?
Let's see. Tyler Mane was booty.
No,
It was
he
just that he's
he
big.
didn't get any
and, like,
lines.
Doesn't
He was
matter.
Fine as Sabretooth.
Fucking Toad, terrible. Fucking Holly Berry, the Drizzlers. Not her fault, for sure. Like, we know she can act. But, like,
Again, the dialogue. We're not saying the line. I refuse to say the line.
Famke
The worst-
Jensen was fucking terrible in that movie.
She was alright. Everyone was, like, at least good.
You got your ruby quartz glasses on, psych.
Okay, what's your number?
30.
Fucking answer the line.
Ooh.
Just cruel for cruelty's sake.
No, I'm not. I'm honest because it's a shit movie.
It's not great. It's not epic, but it's not shit.
It's shit. Do you know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning? Yeah, I turned this fucking movie off because I've had about enough at this point.
One of the worst lines ever written. No one's gonna deny it.
How a motherfucker gonna turn into a blob, fall into the water, disintegrate, and then unblob?
He didn't.
But he did.
Magic.
Thank you, Ben.
He didn't disintegrate. He blobbed into water, and then he blobbed through the water, got to the beach, hung dong on all these women and children,
And Stan Lee.
found some clothes, and then he was like, turns out I'm a senator. So,
Help me, and then I'm going to turn into water.
Yeah, then he turned into water.
Yeah.
yeah, that would, imagine your power is like to turn into Alex Mack. You just
Yo, Alex
melt.
Mack was a shit.
Mm.
I'd be so fucking mad, dude, if they did that to me and my power was melting. Not even on command, just sometimes.
Yeah, you're the puddle kid from Sky High. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fuck off.
Well, even he can choose when he does it. This guy's just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's like he shit his pants, but just he became the shit.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to rank it a 50 based on it kind of was a trailblazing movie.
I that's fine, but like,
And everything Mike said.
if I've watched it recently, and I'm being critical, it's not good.
Because you got to think, that was, 3-4 years removed from Batman showing off his credit card in front of Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not too many years actually.
But yeah, not too many. It's like 3 or 4 years, I would say.
Maybe it was one or two, right?
Oh, one. Okay. And Batman Robin was 98?
Yeah, I believe it was 98 or 97.
Yeah. So, I mean, the people that were writing at the time were just like, I don't know, let's just make something cool. And none of them were badass. They were all nerds.
Let's make it
What
for the
happens to a
kids.
toe when he gets struck by lightning?
Thought we weren't going to say the line.
Twice. We said it twice.
Everything gets shocked and awed.
I wish that was the fucking payoff.
I would have been better. I should have put me in the room, dude.
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
have been better.
50. It was a trailblazer. You got honestly, the opening sequence with Wolverine and Rogue, they had fire. They had friction. They had some sparks. They were rubbing sticks together, and then everything else kind of happened.
Yeah. It's because he never did action before. When it's the character moments, it's great. When a fight's got to start,
They're theater geeks. What do you expect? He could pretend to be tough. He figured it out. So,
Joe, what say you?
Charles.
So, we did have Patrick Stewart. We did have, intro to Hugh Jackman. Ian McKellen.
Y'all had intro to Hugh Jackman, okay? I'm a fucking theater kid. I knew about Hugh Jackman.
Anna Paquin was good.
why did you hold space with him in Wicked when he was younger?
Oklahoma, bitch.
Oh, you held space in Oklahoma with him?
Yeah.
That's so nice.
But I also did watch this within the last couple of years. Yeah, it's at the time. I remember seeing it. It was 2000. It came out. being in the movies going, whoa, this is so cool. This is so cool.
I've seen it twice.
Oh,
in
that's
theater.
awesome. And then going back, 62.
I'll tell you what. Going back, I only watched this movie, I think, maybe twice in my life. I liked it. I didn't like it, but it was a trailblazing movie. Like, it was, I was at, what was it, 2001, so I was still at the age where I would watch it till I fucking knew all the lines. That movie, I never did. But I knew what it loaded the chamber. We knew it was coming.
Giggity.
Dude, I had the special edition DVD when it came out and all that.
I had 2 versions of it. I bought 2 editions.
By the way,
Mark.
the boners Mystique would give you, you give it a 30, Justin? How dare you?
Yeah, remember I'm omnisexual though, so it's like.
Listen, I don't care if you eat meat or vegetables, but when you see Mystique, they painted her body blue. They glued little rubber pieces on her body.
Yeah, I know.
And she walked around with a nice strut barefoot. Slick back red hair. You weren't just like this the entire time when she was on the screen?
I think it was the slick back red hair that really threw me off for it. I would have preferred her natural hair look that she has in the comics, which is like, just red hair. Like flowy red hair.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kind of a bob.
There is
I
Bob.
I kind of prefer the slick back Robert Palmer background dancer though. I might
never
never
gave
taste
that
it when
much
they
thought.
take it to the Mystique.
Yeah, I never gave it much thought because of her tits.
I was looking at it, Pete. Oh.
Her bubs. Anyway.
Alright. A few years later, not enough years, because of course they rush these things, X2 don't come out. But at least all the ducks are a bit more in a row. I like this one a lot more than the first one. It holds up a lot better. So I'm going to give it, even though it's got some failings towards the end, it is, Joe, you'll love this, The Wrath of Khan for that series.
It's true. It's true.
77.75.
77.75?
Yes.
What?
Lucky number 7s. Everyone else is throwing out wacky shit numbers.
They've all been
Whole numbers.
yeah, whole numbers.
I like it decimals. I'm going to do a decimal too. Go ahead, Justin.
34.
I'll give it a 70. Nightcrawler is the shit in that movie.
Those are
Yes.
sequence, man.
Yeah, Alan Cummings says Nightcrawler was pretty awesome.
And the assault on the X-Mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those still might be 2 of the coolest scenes in, like, Marvel history. Like, didn't just absolutely showcasing their powers and what they do.
Got our first Colossus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So much that we wanted.
The assault when Stryker came in and just completely just demolished everybody at the X-Mansion was a pretty awesome scene.
I still whinge at that spot where the guy, like, there's the shot of the dude's foot come into frame, and then Wolverine just claws him through the shoes.
Yeah.
That's one of those, bro, kind of moments. Vin, you didn't throw out a number, though.
I'm going to say 77. Because, again, also Pyro's scene,
Mm-hmm.
that guy was a dweeb, but that was a cool scene.
It's a great standoff moment. That was tense.
Yeah. Defining moment for him. That piece of shit brother, oh my god.
Yeah, fuck that kid.
Yeah.
Fuck that kid, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking narc.
Fucking roasted him.
Douchebag.
Should have just
He
roasted
would-
him right there.
He would not just call ICE, he would have joined ICE.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I hope they kicked him out of Hollywood. I hope he never got an acting gig again.
You know who played that kid? You're not going to believe this. Elon Musk.
Son of a bitch.
Right?
Get me my time machine.
Now I see it in my head because I know they have the same hair color. And they're pasty.
Joe, we need a declaration from you.
I did enjoy X-Men 2 a whole lot more than the first one, and it does still hold up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna And I'm going to go with a 76 for this.
Also, boner moments again. Mystique in the tent, going to Logan hard. She's like, "Who do you want me to be, bro? What that D do? Give me the adamantium."
You want me to be the professor? I can be the professor.
Yeah, she's like, "What do you want? You want Cyclops? You want to dominate Cyclops? I can see it in your face every time he walks by you."
You want to fuck Stryker? That's right. You want to fuck the guy who put the metal in
You? I'll turn into Cyclops. You can piss on me. You really just mark your territory.
I'm into it. He's into it. Let's just do this. What are we even doing here?
You want to fuck Jean and Psych at the same time? I could do it. I could go half and half.
You want to look at Scott while you're fucking Jean? Topsy bottomsies.
Oh, man.
I got what you need.
Both of what you need.
Oh, baby, you.
Damn.
Hermaphrodite stuff is big online.
Yeah.
So I was right. You know, we're trending up a little more. 77.19 is a respectable score.
Now kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
Mm-hmm.
Now. To round out the original X-Men trilogy, we had such high hopes. Oh, things are going to be so great. Oh. We were getting the Phoenix Saga plus the Mutant Cure Saga. Oh my goodness. That's so awesome. They're going to do 2 stories at once? They can pull this off, right? Right?
We got Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah, we got Kelsey Grammer. He was positive.
Here's 30 X-Men on screen at once. Is that good? Huh?
There's a whole bunch of them, but there's only 6 of them when it comes time to actually fight.
Mm-hmm.
Because money.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a Kitty Pryde that we showed you in the first movie, but it's not her playing her in the third movie.
It's not the same one in the second movie, and it's not the same one in the third movie. 20. 20. I'm going to go with 20 on this one. There's still some stuff I enjoy about it. I think Wolverine's hair may look the best it ever did in that movie.
I will give it a 13.
You notice you don't hear any objection on this one?
No.
At all.
Nope.
Nope.
It's so funny how good Hugh Jackman is as Wolverine because he just kept going. Logan was the best one. Then, X2 is the second best one he was in? Right?
Between that and the Wolverine. But let's not jump ahead.
Right, I'm just saying. He just kind of kept going on, and all those movies technically sucked. Anyway. I don't remember this one. I remember at the end.
It's a juggernaut, bitch.
That was cool. I was happy about that. Don't remember this movie at all. 14.73.
Still not going to argue it.
As you were. I don't think you 8. All right.
8.
I didn't skew the amount that much.
I remember seeing this in the movies, and this was another one that I remember we got hooked up to go to the movies all the time, and this one was one of those I did have to pay for, and I regret paying for it because I remember just leaving that theater so disappointed.
Disappointed!
Oh, so awful. It's on that scale where I'll rate movies as how bad it is. It's like Batman and Robin, Spider-Man 3, X-Men 3. There's part of the scale of bad movies, and Madam Web is now on that list.
Now, would you have Batman at the worst of that, or you going in scale of order? Because that is my absolute worst. I would rather watch X3 on a loop all day than have to watch Batman and Robin once.
I don't know. Madam Web was so bad.
Madam Web was shit. I've only seen it once, though. I've taken in bits and pieces of Batman and Robin in the last 25, almost 30 years. Holy shit, that's been too long. And X3 I would put on once or twice after it first came out and really got to notice how bad it was.
Neither one of those are rewatchable movies. Like,
Not really, no.
Like X3 would probably be the higher on the, if it's going to be like, if you're going to go from like worst best worst down, X3 would probably be best worst, and then it would go down to there. I don't know what I'd rank worst though, Batman and Robin or Madam Web, or Joker 2. That movie was dog shit.
Not even going down that road.
Oh.
I didn't say the amount, right? I didn't say what the final number was. 13.93.
yikes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta reassess my shitty movie scale now.
I gotta say though, as bad as X3 is, I would rather watch that than X-Men Origins Wolverine.
I disagree.
That's a complete shit show for me. The only real good thing to come out of it, again, is it's the second best Hughes hair ever looked as Wolverine. I liked what they did there. Well, Liev Schreiber was okay.
I was gonna say he's
Mm-hmm.
really good as fucking Sabretooth.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Also,
a better Sabretooth, obviously.
also Wade Wilson.
Yeah, we did get we got Wade Wilson.
Did we?
In the beginning,
We didn't get
in the
Deadpool.
beginning we
We
did.
got Wade Wilson.
For 5 minutes we did.
That's all I needed at first.
Yeah,
Then that sacrilege they did to him at the end.
that's why we just got Wade Wilson. We didn't get Deadpool.
It was okay, Gambit. I feel bad for him.
Me too. He could have been something if the movie was better.
Yeah.
He could have had his own. They were talking about giving him his own movie. That wasn't such a turd.
I could
And another
understand-
case where they had no continuity going on. They were just throwing shit at the wall.
I could understand when he talked what he was saying.
Mm. I'm sure I came out of my daddy nuts. Great line. I don't care if you get a translator. It's a great line. 15.
I'll give it a 19.
Those fucking claws.
Oh, they're so bad.
That bathroom scene were atrocious.
Oh,
Like, they had all the time.
that part was so bad.
I love the fucking bathroom scene.
With the CGI claws, dude, they were
very,
fucking
very,
terrible.
very Dumb and Dumber. To be fair, I got to see the previs version of this movie like months before other people because I knew someone in the biz.
Mm.
But then upon seeing it finished, it looked better in the previs than it did in post. I'm not even kidding.
That's fucking sad. My comparison every time this comes up, they look like the singing sword from Roger Rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
It's so horrendous.
They should have sang.
Yeah.
It would have been better.
I think it would have been better if they were hand drawn.
Yeah.
I didn't get a number from Vinny though.
27.
Bro, you're being very,
Nice.
I don't hate it.
very generous to
I
that.
don't hate it.
All right,
Well-
honest.
I like Liev Schreiber. Schreiber?
Driver.
Schreiber.
Liev Schreiber. I like him. The guy that played John Carter didn't get a fair up, and the guy who played the Blob, also a good actor. They had the right pieces.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. I don't know why they can't get it right.
Yet.
Yeah. So we did get to see young Logan, which was it was cool. Got to see like
Solid scene. Ripped
yeah,
from the comics.
bone claws and stuff like that. Him fighting wars. It was cool. Liev Schreiber was great. I did he was one of the highlights. He was
The
probably
shit about him being his brother, though, I never liked that change.
We did get Wade Wilson. I liked the team in the beginning. I liked that. And that's where I stopped. Because everything after that was terrible. I'm going to go with a 16.
All fairly similar on that one.
We got time for one more.
All right. 18.5. Never hurts.
Thank you.
Now, I don't know if it's a good idea to start another one right now. That would leave us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for the next time we come back. I think an even 10 might be a good call.
I think this is your Kyle OCD kicking in.
I just don't want to leave the other one empty. We did a good 11 there.
What's the next one? Just
The
for
next one's First Class.
I think we should do it. We should end on a high note.
And I do agree, apart from a handful of small issues it's got, like completely shitting on continuity once again, in service of getting a Summers in there. They switched the ages, and really bad too. How the fuck was Havoc alive in the 60s?
Mm-hmm.
None of it makes sense.
No.
But the story was great. Seeing young Professor X and young Magneto played excellently by both of them. Matthew Vaughn, probably the most creative director at that point, did a lot of really fun things, and the setting and soundtrack was great. It's going back up to like a 75 for me. I'm going to go 75.
This is my favorite X-Men movie. It's an 88. Darwin was in there. Pixie.
Don't bring up the worst thing they did in the movie then.
Yeah.
By saying Darwin's name.
I'm sorry. I'm super happy that the character made it. Yes. It was a bullshit. Bullshit
Yes.
call. Bullshit call.
Bullshit call. Do you remember this one, Vinny, at all?
I do. I liked it. 79. I like Banshee. I was always a Banshee guy.
Yeah.
He had Riz. I kind of liked his Riz in there.
Yeah, he was a cool dude.
Dude, I enjoyed First Class. McAvoy and Fassbender were fucking awesome. Even Nicholas Hoult as Hank.
Especially Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah. Kevin Bacon was good.
He was a
J-Law.
stronger one.
I'm going to give this one an 85.
See, I needed to end on a good note, Mike. I needed to feel better walking out of this episode. Because we were being rude.
And we did have Hugh Jackman tell Charles and Magneto to go fuck themselves.
Yes.
That really is one of my favorite moments in all the X-Men movies, because literally as I'm sitting there in the theater seeing that cameo set up, I knew those were the exact words that were going to come out of his mouth before he even said it. And it made me feel so happy that I knew exactly how that scene had to play out. It wasn't even like I thought he was going to say fuck off. No, I knew go fuck yourself was going to come out of that guy's mouth, and it makes me giggle thinking about it. It got, I'm pretty sure it's the highest out of anything tonight, with an 81.75.
Out of all the movies we talked about, this is the best movie out of the group. Hands down.
We talked about Blade technically, and Blade's better.
That we rated.
Yeah, see, for a second I forgot that Blade was New Line, because I thought we were throwing it in the mix.
Nope.
I know, I got excited.
Throws everybody off that he showed up in Deadpool Wolverine, but no. 'Twas not Fox related. Our low of lows tonight was Fantastic, and I don't think anyone's arguing that. 9.375. And our high of highs, once again, is X-Men First Class. Don't worry, there's rocky roads ahead next time we do the retrospective. Because from this point on, it only gets rougher.
If you like what you hear, Facebook.com/nerdities, @nerdities on Twitter, @nerdities on the Instagram. Email us, nerdities@gmail.com, and nerdities.com. And then, don't do that. Instead, go to prowrestlingtees.com/nerdities, buy our t-shirts. Why? Because we need money. SinfulCreationsByJustin.com. Put my stuff in your mouth.
Check us out on youtube.com, youtube.com/nerdities. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to all things Nerdities. And don't forget to ring the bell to get notified when new content is coming. Because, hey, what's everybody doing next Tuesday?
We'll see you next Tuesday.
We will see them next Tuesday because we will be live on YouTube February 25th, 8 p.m. Eastern. Join us for Trivia Night. And remember, there are audience participation prizes.
Prizes, motherfuckers!
So,
and in order to get your goddamn prizes, you have to be logged on. You log in,
Yes.
sign in to fucking YouTube.
yeah, we all know people. Everybody out there has a Google account. It's like freaking samples of Tide. Everybody's got it.
That reminds me, Joe, make sure you set up the tag so we can start posting ASAP.
Oh yeah, I have the link already too. So yeah, I'll get that going. Also coming soon in 2025, we have season 2 of Nerd ETs, which I was shown the menu of, and I got excited. I got very excited.
Do we want to give them a little sneak peek?
Put a lot of thought into that over the weekend.
We did. We sat there with books.
We read out off
Yes.
paper. Ink was on our fingers. when we
Shit
were done.
happened. This upcoming season, is all about theme park foods.
You put on there one of my favorite desserts.
Is it happen to be from France?
Oui, oui.
Did you like the plus to that?
We will talk like a Maurice Chevalier.
Oh,
Joe.
Best.
That plus up for that item.
We did so many, I don't even remember what we plussed and what we're going to... I'm going to be just as surprised on the day as everyone else is.
It's so. I read them out loud to Beth. Where she was just like, yeah. So good. So yeah. Also coming in 2025, we have the final installment of the Joe trilogy, the Justice League. We also have a feature film in the works. We're going to have some shorts. We're going to have a Halloween special. We're going to have a Christmas special, and there's going to be a list too. As always. Remember, we need money.
Once we
Justice said we need
fucking
money.
agree on one.
Money good. We need
We put
budget.
the con and content.
So if you want more, write to us at nerdies@gmail.com. We'll soon to talk about your business and or product.
The opinions of the Nerdies crew are idiotic and poorly thought out. But don't worry, next week's will be far more insulting. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Because of the end of civilization, the Clamp Cable Network now leaves the air. We hope you have enjoyed our programming, but more importantly, we hope you have enjoyed life.